trying to get back to some semblance of normalcy this week, although I'm still doing a lot of traveling, so I don't think I'm going to get there quite yet, but we're going to give it a try. Hi, everybody. Today I am going to be planning out the week of May 14th, 2018 in my Erin Condren Hourly Neutral Planner, and I, like I said, need to do some traveling this week, and I want to keep it super simple so I don't lose my shit. So I'm starting to just do I'm pretty much going to do a black and white week this week. So I've got various black and white washi tapes and a plan, and I'm just going to do the thing. I'm going to make it simple, and that's what we're going to do, because sometimes you got to keep it simple to stay on top of your life, right? And I desperately need to stay on top of my life this week. So let's just get going. The first thing I'm going to do is cover up these colorful flags so that I can get the whole black and white vibe all super mellow. I've got these flags that Krissyanne Designs makes that fit those little flags to cover them up, and I'm using these black ones to cover it up so that it doesn't look all colorful. And if you hear my cat scraping the litter box in the background, that's because I happen to be filming in the middle of his daily dump time. Too much information? Sorry, not sorry. My new planner should be arriving today. For those of you who did not watch the video from before where I said that I ordered the wrong one on accident, I ordered the Hourly Colorful, and then I realized that not only did I not want the colorful, I didn't want it when I ordered it, but I made a mistake, but that I also do not like the darker lines on the new Hourly, so I ordered a neutral vertical, and I'm going to see if maybe that's going to work for me. I'm in I felt like I was so good after I came back from the bullet planner thinking that this was going to be my shit for next year, and now I'm like, shit! Why does it always have to change? I've got some of this. I don't know where any of this black and white washi came from. I think most of it either came from Michael's or from a Bye Bye Birdies co-op purchase, but this flowery one I'm 90% certain came from a box of washi tape from Michael's. I'm going to run this along the bottom to just add a little bit of fanciness because I feel like most of this week is not going to be fancy. I will also add that part of me is considering going back to the horizontal, which I know some of you will be like, shit, yeah, because I used to do that, but my life felt like it was all over the place. However, since I'm not going to be on the board at church anymore, I feel like because I work for myself, a lot of my time belongs to me, so I don't need to look at it so linearly, so a horizontal might work really well. I loved how it looked. I just didn't like how all over the place I felt when I was in it. I'm still contemplating. So maybe this is a good time for all of you guys who are team horizontal and wanting me to go back to that. This might be time to drop some encouragement in the comments to try and get me into it, because I'm not sure how I feel. I'm going to be in that place where I'm using up all my Erin Condren credits, getting a bunch of fucking planners that I don't know if I'm going to use or not. And that's a really weird first world problems place to be in. I'm going to run this skinny washi tape. I think it came from I feel like I can picture the pack this came from, but I can't remember where it came from. I'm not entirely certain. I'm going to run it across the top so I can give myself a little bit of space for the weather, and then we will get into the planning. Now, normally when I look at the weather for the week, I do Monday through Thursday at the beginning of the week, and then I do Friday through Sunday towards the middle of the week, because the weather can change. But because we're traveling, I want to kind of get an idea of what to pack for, so that's what we're going to do. And by the way, I know that some people wonder about the wiseness of, I think I'm going to use this Pilot razor point PS, the wiseness of talking about traveling, on YouTube, because people might come and break into your shit. We have a house sitter, so I'm not too worried about that. But I understand I get it. I do get it. I'm not just oblivious, I swear. I'm going to quickly doodle in the weather for the whole week, and it's going to change dramatically because it is going to be a different place that we're going to be at. I'm already really liking this black and white. It's mellow. It's mellow. It's working for me. On Monday, which is today, the day I'm filming this, I have a lot of work to do, and I'm going to detail it in my bullet journal, and you'll see that later in the week. But ultimately, I need to basically spend all of today before my kids get home from school working, and then I also have a bunch of church business to take care of. So I got to basically get those both in, and then at some point today, I need to make a trip to Target to pick up some stuff for dinner. I'm not going to do big shopping because we're going to be out of town, but also I got to figure out kind of what else we need to get. But I haven't had the chance to go grocery shopping because I only got back into town this weekend, and then we had a bunch of shit going on this weekend. It's been a fucking while. I'm just going to say it's been a week. Let's just put it that way. I'm overwhelmed as fuck right now. Full disclosure. overwhelmed as fuck. So the things I'm going to mark here is I'm going to mark the one email this morning I had to send, and I'm going to put it in here even though I already did it. Full disclosure. Sometimes I like doing that, okay? Sometimes I like seeing what I already did. I'm going to put in my one email for today that I had to send this morning, mark off the whole day for work, make a space in the afternoon for an errand, and then get like church shit at the end of the evening. I'm going to take one of these little exclamation points to mark the email for this morning. God damn it. It's fucking crooked. I can't. First sticker I lay down this week and it's fucking crooked. I'm going to mark off the day for work. I've talked about this before. It's so difficult sometimes with the hourly to mark in and have it be even because it's hard to tell with the numbers written there. And now that I'm thinking about using the vertical, part of me is like, I don't know if I can do this like this. I'm just shit. Now I'm thinking about the horizontal again. God damn it. I have planner contentment for a little while. What is this crap? I'm going to throw a little shopping cart icon down to go to Target. And then I'm going to letter in church shit for the evening because that's what I've got to do. I have to catch up on that at some point tonight when I've got some spare time, like that ever happens. But I'm assuming I'll find some. I will tell you something about a black and white spread. Even if your lettering doesn't look great, there's something about the black and white spread that just like elevates it. So that's a fun tip. If you want your lettering to look like fantastic, do a monochromatic or a black and white spread. Your lettering will look 5 times better no matter how janky it's looking at any given time. All right, on Tuesday, I have one specific appointment, and that is quartet rehearsal that evening. Thankfully, my Once More with Love munchkins are black and white, so they will stick in the theme because I got to keep it in the theme. I have a handful of errands that I need to run on Tuesday because I have a lot going on Wednesday. So I need to get certain things out of the way. I need to go to the store. I need to go to the bank. There's just a few things I need to do. So I need to set aside some time. Probably first thing in the morning is going to be when it'll be the best to do it before the crowds from after school come out. So I'm going to grab this like box sticker with like the little header and a little car icon and put that on there to list my errands. And then the rest of tomorrow, I'm not going to fully fill it in, but it's going to be work all day. So I'm going to mark in that I'm doing work for the rest of the day while the kids are at school. And then I'll leave the afternoon blank because I'm going to go back and do that tomorrow. I'm not doing plan as you go, but for those of you who've seen it, you do know that I go back planning as the week goes. But I'm going to block off work because I know that that's something I need to get done on Tuesday. And it's crooked. Okay, Wednesday evening, there is a lot going on. I have a board meeting. My husband has rehearsal, so I'm going to get both of those marked in. The rest of I have a hair appointment on Wednesday too. So I'm going to get those 3 things marked in. I'm going to leave the rest of Wednesday blank. Hopefully I can get today and tomorrow all of my work taken care of so that Wednesday I have a little bit more open time to pack and to get shit figured out. Of course, I say that. That doesn't mean it's actually going to happen. Am I right? So that's his meeting, and then I'm going to mark in my board meeting, and then I'll get the hair in. I'm going to use one of these little oval stickers and this treat yourself sticker because I think it is kind of a treat to get my hair like it got done at the blow dry bar on Wednesday, but it'll look nice for the memorial service, and I won't have to mess with it. And I had already bought myself a 3-trip punch as like a Mother's Day present, so I've got it, and I think it's a good treating yourself kind of thing. And I'm going to leave the rest of the day unscheduled. I'm going to take this heart washi and run it across the bottom to signify, the time we'll be in Washington. I lied. I'm going to run it across the top. I'm going to take this oval and put it on there to mark that in. And then as Thursday is a big driving day, 12 fucking hours. I've also got the same driving on Sunday, so I'm going to just mark both of those in with this road washi tape. It's going fucking crooked again. I have no idea if that's accurate or not. I'm going to mark at the end of the day on Sunday that the kids go back to their dads. They're normally back to their dads on Fridays, but this weekend they're going back on Sunday for obvious reasons. Now, I know on Friday night we're having dinner with my family. I know we want to do something fun with the kids on Friday. I just don't know what that is yet. So I'm going to leave it blank. And then on Sunday, the memorial service is at 1. I don't know how the day is going to look. I know my sisters and I have to practice the song that we're singing, but I don't really know. So I'm just going to mark in the time for the service itself and then just leave it at that. And of course, the sticker is fucking crooked because that is the theme for today. Other than that, I don't really know what else is happening on this trip, so I'm going to leave that blank. So that sort of lays out the week. Now what I want to get done is my to-do list for the week, and I'm not going to go super deep into it, but I do want to make sure to mark in there are a few things I have to do this week. I think that's all the important things. I don't know. I'll remember later. So I guess the last thing, the last thing I want to do is put something in this box here. So my grandmother persevered harder than a lot of people I know, and it's something that I always admired in her. And when I'm feeling really tired and run down and my kidneys are hurting and I'm overwhelmed because I took on too much and I expected too much out of myself like I have the last couple of weeks, and I feel like I'm dropping the ball everywhere, sometimes I want to think about my grandma and how she kept going regardless of how shitty things got. And so I have this sticker from one of the events I did. It's got my side-eye Steve on it from Krissyanne Designs, and it says, "Keep going." And I want to use that for this week because A, it reminds me of my grandmother and her perseverance, and B, it reminds me that I can get through this and that sooner or later things are going to mellow out a little bit and I'll be able to take a break, but that I do need to just push through and get it done and take care of myself while I'm doing it. But remember that it's better to get a little bit done than to just drop off the face of the earth completely. And that's what I'm trying to remember right now. Like those small wins that I got something done are more important than worrying about getting everything done. And I think that's going to be my spread for the week. So last week, if you were around for my video where I did a review on the reminder binder from Denise Albright, something I got as swag at Go Wild that wasn't really my style, so I thought I'd give it away. I had a bunch of you guys put what in the comments, whether you'd want it for yourself or you had an idea of someone who would like it. And by random number generator, I picked a winner, and that winner is Dawn Richter. She said, "I am giving a planner seminar this weekend at my house, and I know one of the moms coming could use this, especially since money is tight and she couldn't afford to buy it herself." So Dawn, please DM me send me the message here on YouTube, your address, so that I can get this sent out to you. And as for everybody else, I know that there is a coupon code that Denise Albright left on that video. She said, where is it? She said that the discount of 50% off is extended through, well, she doesn't say how long it's through, but it's on there, and there is a discount code of Go Bigger 50 that if you want to go check it out and buy one. It's not an affiliate to me, it's just for her, but if you liked that planner, I hope that you have a chance to go support her because I think it was a really cute idea, just not my thing. Anyway, I would love thoughts in the comments below on how you manage when you realize you've overcommitted yourself and you feel like you're dropping the ball. How do you cope with that? How do you get through that, doing the best that you can while still being kind to yourself? Do you have something you say to yourself? Do you have a person who you go to who will help reassure you? Is there something that you do? And if there isn't, maybe you could say what's most difficult for you so that somebody in the comments can give you a hand, because I'm in that place right now. I'm really feeling like I overcommitted myself and I am just failing on all fronts. And I know that that happens, and I know better intellectually, but that doesn't change how I feel. So I would love to hear from you guys, your advice or your stories in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.